Hi thinkers, welcome to the Android development course on thinkxacademy.com. In this video, we are going to cover everything related to styling the text inside of Android Studio, which includes fonts and styling like normal, bold and italic. So there are actually two ways to do so. The first way is the more traditional way of doing, which is using Java. So we will write Java programming and we are going to use a typeface class to actually provide the font to the text view. This is supported in all versions of Android, so I always prefer this first way, which is a little bit complex, but it provides feasibility and compatibility to other Android levels also. So basically there is a second way, which is you can actually do that inside of this XML only. We can actually provide there is a attribute, or you can say a parameter, which is font family, which we can do that. So basically if your Android app is has a compatibility issue, if you're using it, if you want your Android app to run on more Android devices, I will always suggest you to use this first method, which is to provide the font in this one, which is the Java file, and styling, which is the simple styling. It can be done in the XML only, so we can use the text style, and here we have three options: bold, italic and normal. So we can do the text styling using these three. But now let's see how we can provide the font size or the font or different fonts to this text view using Java file. So the first thing you need to do is download some custom fonts, which you can download from various websites. And here in this link you can see there are tons of different types of fonts you can choose from. So what you just need to do is click on download TTF or download OTF and download any of these fonts which you find suitable for your Android application. The next thing we are going to do is, inside of this project, first make sure that it is on selected on project, then you will go and select on main. Now inside main I'm just going to right click, and here I'm going to create a new directory, and now it will show you some directories here. Now here we will choose the assets directory because font is the asset. So I'm going to just double click here and it will quickly create an assets folder here. Right now I will go to this asset folder and I will again right click, and here I will create another directory with the name fonts. So now we have created a directory fonts inside of assets. Now let's put those TTF files which we have downloaded from the font squirrel in this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my file manager where I have downloaded these two files are there, which I'm actually going to just put, and I'm going to paste it here, and then I'm going to press OK. And so here you can see we have these two TTF files here. So in the activity main I have already created a text view, and here you can see we have this hello world which is basically the starting of the program, and I have given it an ID which is TV, and here I have just created a text view, and here I have just binded the text view using the ID which is TV. Now the next part, which is the very important part, is to use the type font class, the typeface class. I will press enter, and when I will press enter you can see it has automatically imported this graphics.typeface file. It has imported that. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable which is typeface, and then I will write create, and here it will show me some suggestions. So I will just write create asset, create from asset function, and then it will automatically use this typeface.create from asset. Right, so we will have to call this create from asset function, and inside we will have to give it two parameters, which is the get assets function and the path to the where the asset is there. So assets folder is here, so we just need to give the path to the fonts slash epimodem.ttf or pacifiso.ttf here. So what I will just do here is I will just type fonts slash PACI, or let's take epimodem.ttf, right? So this is the font file that we have chosen. So here it is inside the fonts directory. You do not need to write the assets directory. It automatically picks up the asset because we are using the get assets function. And here what I'm going to do is, it's very simple to apply the this typeface to this text view. First of all, I'm just going to write text view dot, and I'm going to call a set typeface function. And in this set typeface function, I'm just going to copy this variable typeface and I will paste it here. So now in this way, this will apply this font epimodem.ttf to this text view. So here is an output. So you can see here we have this is epimodem font. Alright, so we have studied the first way of actually providing font to the text view. It is the most preferred way, as I have already told you that it is actually used if you are not if your Android app is actually not using. Here you can see that in the build.gradle file, you can see the minimum SDK version is 16, but it is recommended that if your minimum SDK version is actually 26 and above, it should be 26 and above, so that your Android app is supportive on all the devices which has Android 8, which is Oreo above, right? So then only this trick will work, else in the older versions of Android this will not work, right? So let's see how to do this. First of all, in the rest folder, I'm going to click on new, and here I'm going to create an Android resource directory, and here I'm going to name this directory as font, right? So make sure that the name of the directory is font only. Do not change it to any other variable. Make sure it is only font. And in here you can see resource type. In resource type, you can see there are a lot of options. So scroll up and you can see there is an option font on a 5th, 6th number. So I will quickly select that and I will press OK. And you can see now it has actually created a font directory. And we know that it is a font directory because you can see there is a capital A written on this very small icon here. So now I will again right click on this directory font. I will go to new, and here you can see it will show me a suggestion font resource file. So I'm just going to click here and I'm going to name this file as all fonts. So now we have a whole font family, and here I can define all the fonts that I have. And then I'm ready to use it in the XML. So we do not need to write the Java code again and again using the typeface class. And remember that it won't support the Android versions 8 and below, right? So in the font directory, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy paste these two fonts that I have actually got from the font squirrel. So here we have these two fonts which you can see here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do here is, in the font family we need to specify the fonts, right? So for that we will have to use a font tag like this, and here inside this font tag we will have to provide some parameters. So let's see what these parameters are. Alright, so you can see here I have created two fonts, one with the name epimodem and the second as epimodem2.ttf because I have these two TTF files. And here this is the font family which actually describes all the fonts that we want to support, and there are three parameters. The first parameter is the font itself, so we need to write Android font equals to @font, and @font is actually this directory, and then we need to specify the name of the font, which is epimodem in our case. And we can specify the font style here only as normal, italic or even bold. So I can create one more of this tag. I'm just going to copy and I'm going to paste one more here, and instead of italic I'm going to write it bold, right? So now we have these three font families which we can do it like this. Now you can see a warning here. If you hover your mouse here, you can see a warning here which says attribute font is only used in API level 26 and higher, and current minimum is 16. So it basically says override resource in font version 26, which is obvious. I've already told you that it is only supported in API level 26 and above, which is actually Android 8 and above, right? So this trick won't work if your activity is actually supporting Android versions which is level 26 and below. As you can see that in my case, we can see that minimum SDK version is 16, so you will have to change it to 26 as well. You can change it, you can make this unchanged. What you can do is here you can just override resource in font this. If you will click here, it will automatically create a new directory which is font v6. So now what will happen is, if the Android user is using Android 8 and above, then this directory will be used, right? Alright, so now let's see how we can include this inside of this Android main, which was the main task. So here now we will have a very simple font family tag, and here it will show you the suggestions, which is Epimodem or Epimodem 2. So you can just click here, and now the text view will get loaded with this font, which is the Epimodem. So in this way we can load these fonts. So that's all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching.